11 p.m. on a Friday night, and the sun is still hanging in the sky like it forgot how to leave. Downtown Anchorage is alive. People spill out of the brewery laughing, squinting against the daylight as they cross the street with half-finished beers. Slurred karaoke stanzas echo from a dive bar off West 3rd Avenue. From a few blocks away, music from an EDM festival rolls through the air, bass thumping and echoing off the mountains. The bike racks are overflowing. This is the furthest north I've ever been in my life. I keep looking up, waiting for darkness. It doesn't come. It feels like we're riding on top of the world, I guess because maybe we are. This is Anchorage. This is Bike Life Unchained. Welcome back to Bike Life Unchained. My name is Andrew, coming to you from Anchorage, Alaska, the furthest north I've ever been in my life. The city is wild and beautiful, and it's got a bike scene that is just as wild and beautiful to match it. I can't wait to show you around this city. We're gonna be doing some downhill mountain biking, a lot of trail riding. We're gonna talk about fat bikes and a whole lot more. There's a lot to cover. Let's get to it. Welcome to Anchorage. Hey, check it out. It's a bike map of Anchorage, Alaska. Wow, that's an impressive network. Dedicated off-street multi-use path, bicycle fix-it stations, lots of shops. And what's this on the back? Wildlife safety. If an encounter is unavoidable, never turn and run from a bear. If it attacks, fight back. Talk calmly, then leave slowly. If you're knocked down, curl into a ball, protect your head, and remain still. What have I got myself into? There are some places in the US that feel purposeful. Not because they're orderly or efficient, but because no one ends up there by accident. Tell me you're from Wichita, Kansas, or Columbus, Georgia, and I don't really have any questions. I'm sure it's nice. But say you're from New York City, and people lean in. New York just isn't a place people end up by accident. Even if you were born there, it feels like fate, like the city picked you. Anchorage is the same way. I don't think anyone just winds up here. You choose it, or it chooses you. Riding here raises the stakes. This is a city where bear spray and jingle bells are as common on bikes as water bottles and patch kits, where a wrong turn may bring you face to face with an angry moose. And yet the riders I met seemed completely at home. Like the landscape doesn't need to be tamed or resisted, it just needs to be ridden. And I think that's what makes it such a compelling place to me. I mean, Anchorage, like the state it calls home, is big. It is the 4th largest municipality by square mileage in the country. There are over 2,747 bikeable miles here. That's not bad for a city of just 300,000 people. It's spread out, it's rugged, and it's made for the people who want to explore, move, and ride. And that's exactly what we came here to do. Welcome to the Hillside Ski Area, a ski resort in the winter and a mountain biking paradise in the summer. Today they are hosting the Mountain Bikes for Women Festival. It's a community-organized event that features skills clinics, mechanical classes, and lots of trail riding. We got hooked up with a lift pass, and we're going to go ride some trails and try not to visit the hospital again this episode. Organized by the Arctic Bicycle Club, the MTB for Women Festival aims to get more women involved in mountain biking by offering skills clinics and a chance to connect with other female riders. I came as an observer since, I'm a dude. But it was a great way to meet lots of people from the Anchorage bike scene. So upon arriving out here in Anchorage and putting my bike together, I discovered that my wheel was badly bent out of shape, probably from getting knocked around on the plane. That's a bummer. But thankfully there's a bike shop here at the Hilltop Resort, and they're working on it, and they've been so kind. And then the guy comes over to me, he's like, hey, I feel bad that it's taking so long on your bike. Would you like a free lift pass and a free rental bike so that you can explore something? I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. So
it got me on this bike that would work much better out here than my bike. So I'm stoked. I'm gonna go try to hit a trail and not die.
With my fancy new mountain bike ready to go, I opted to join the social ride in the afternoon led by Katie. We hit some beautiful flowy single track through the forest, and I learned proper bear spray technique.
Bear.
After that, I tried my hand at some downhill. It was terrifying.
I would take sending it up First Avenue, no bike lane, weaving in and out of taxis, any day over that. Holy shit.
We stopped for a beer break, and Katie gave me some pointers, including this nugget of wisdom. If you get scared, just think less. Honestly, great life advice. With that motto in my head and the local IPA in my belly, I decided to try my hand at the airbag ramps.
They have airbags. My new friend Katie said I should do it. And the peer pressure is getting to me.
The first run was a success. I decided to try and catch more air on the second run and hit the ramp with speed. There may come a day where an episode doesn't feature me crashing and hurting myself, but that won't be this episode, unfortunately. Nothing broken, but some very sore ribs. Not wanting to let my bike rental and lift ticket go to waste, I opted for one more downhill run before calling it a day. I had tempted fate enough. Anchorage is full of outdoor hockey rinks, and in the summer, they turn into perfect courts for bike polo. The rules are straightforward. Score goals, stay on your pedals. Anchorage's finest bike polo club brings mini bikes for first-timers. They're nimble, beginner-friendly, and a lot cheaper than a dedicated polo setup. Pickup games happen every Sunday at rotating rinks. Show up, hop on, and play. Before we continue, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching this episode of Bike Life Unchained. If you're new here, my name is Andrew. I'm a cyclist in New York, and I'm fascinated by bike culture and the way these machines bring people together, and that's what this show is all about. As of this episode, I don't have monetization or sponsorship on YouTube or anything like that. I self-fund this channel entirely with the help of some Patreon support. If you'd like to support this channel, you can join my Patreon for just $5 a month, and I send my patrons postcards from the places I go to. So this month, I'm really excited to send 7 postcards out to Shyler, Benny, DR, Josh, my brother Matt, Aunt Cindy, and Asif. Thanks guys so much for your continued support of the channel. It really means the world to me. You can also buy stickers from my website, which is in the link of the description of this video. I have one that says, "I like your bike." Give it to someone whose bike you like. And of course, you can always take a moment to hit the like on this video and subscribe to the channel. When you hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, they give you a plaque, and man, I want that plaque so bad. But as you can see by the numbers down below me somewhere, we got a long ways to go. So please subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. All right, let's get back to the bikes. New York has fixies, Los Angeles has custom cruisers, and Anchorage has fat bikes. Imagine taking a mountain bike and putting it on steroids. 4-inch wide studded tires with ultra low pressure gives you a bike that floats over snow, sand, mud, or anything else that gets in your way. Fat bikes were born up north. Anchorage frame builders in the late 1980s, like Steve Baker at Icicle Bicycles, were welding double and triple rims together to conquer snow-packed terrain, putting them to the test on Alaska's famous Iditarod Trail. By 2005, Surly Bikes unveiled the Pugsley frame, bringing the trend to the mass market. Anchorage wasn't just the birthplace of fat bikes, it is the epicenter of fat bike culture. As one local cyclist told me, if you're gonna own one bike in Anchorage, make it a fat bike. Special thanks to Speedway Cycles in Anchorage for showing off this collection of historical fat bikes. You've heard of seasonal depression, the winter blues. But did you know it has a counterpart? Seasonal mania. When the sun barely sets, something in your body shifts. You say yes to everything. Rest is negotiable. You can sleep in the winter. Time stretches, warps, disappears. Yes, go, more. The days are short, even when they're long. And this one is beautiful.
Hello, I'm Caleb, and this is Off the Chain, Anchorage, Alaska's bike collective. We want to get more people on more bikes. We're an all-volunteer-run bike collective, which means that we take bikes on donation, we fix bikes as volunteers, we sell them. People can come here and work on their own bikes and beyond. I think having places like this really empowers people to take transportation into their own hands. You know, people come here because they want to work on their bikes for fun, they want to learn. People come here because this is their last option. It's a very multi-purpose place here in town. We always want people to come in and get involved. So whether that's coming in to work on your bike, to volunteer, it's really the biggest thing for us is just, you know, the more people we can reach, the better.
If you've ever bikepacked before, you know it pushes you physically, mentally, and emotionally. But when you finally roll into camp, covered in dirt and bug bites, you feel unstoppable. Now imagine doing that in the Alaskan backcountry, with all the gravel and river crossings and bear spray that comes with it. Now imagine doing it at 13 with barely any biking experience. That's what Anchorage GRIT is all about, teaching girls, trans, and non-binary middle schoolers to find their strength in the wild, 1 mile at a time.
GRIT is a bike mentoring program for 7th graders. The trip culminates in I think it's over 60-mile bike packing trip all the way out to the Klutna Glacier, really beautiful cabin. Some students are totally new to bike riding, and by the end, everybody bikes all the way out there, does some pretty epic hills. And spends 2 nights, actually one like fully backcountry. Out at a cabin, yeah. A lot of the benefit and the joy of the course is that so many kids at moments think they can't do something, and it's an opportunity where it's a safe, controlled, patient environment and they get a chance to try again.
As a mentor, Natalie sees students tackle challenges they never thought they could. With their friends beside them, they discover just how strong they really are.
Just this past year of GRIT, I ran a cyclocross clinic for all the kids. So we set up a cyclocross course, taught them some of the basics, had the whole thing. So there's one student that was really unsure about doing it, pretty hesitant throughout all the drills, and had other stuff going on. But when we got everyone together and raced the whole course as a group, she ended up jumping on her bike, racing it, and being out front with her friends.
Nice.
And just seeing her try something that for like an hour she said she wasn't gonna do. Looking right at it, and then when the moment came, she did it.
Best of all, no student is turned down because of an inability to pay. GRIT purchases bikes and helmets for the students every season, and they get to keep them afterwards so they can keep riding.
What's really special about the program is it's exclusively focused on Title I schools in Anchorage. And so we actually have a big fundraising effort because we buy all the bikes, helmets, everything every year so that all of the participating students take all the equipment home so that they can keep biking.
That's really
And we don't let finances at all. It's totally free to participate, and you keep all your parts. Closing on an uphill.
I know.
I'm putting this picture back up on the screen because I just need you to look at those faces, look at those smiles. As Natalie said, GRIT relies on fundraising efforts to continue and expand their program, and I would love nothing more than this video to send them a flood of support so they can keep teaching these kids how to ride bikes and build their confidence. So what I need you to do, if you're watching this, is go to bikeanchorage.org/grit2025 and contribute as much as you possibly can to this very, very worthy cause. We want to help them expand and continue this program in Anchorage. So if you're watching this video, let's rally behind them and send them a lot of support. That's bikeanchorage.org/grit 2025, and you will find the link in the description of this video as well.
My name's Crystal, and this is Alaska Cycle Chic. It is a retail space for women, and it specializes in cycling, but I also have a lot of outdoor wear, active wear, lifestyle gear aimed for women shoppers and women who like to explore outside. We would get together after bike rides and lament the lack of shopping that we would have just for like really good bike clothing at that time. I started this so that we could have options for women and more color. If you're a woman in this community and you want to ride a bike, you're among friends. Not just women, the men too. We're all just brothers and sisters, and we just like to have a good time together. It really is a family. We support each other, like to hang out with each other.
Okay, so maybe I was a little over-prepared.
The Moose Sloop, so named because it's shaped like a moose. It's even got his little snout and his little mouth over on the western side, is a 32-mile trail network that connects several of the most popular trails in Anchorage. And today, we're gonna ride the whole thing. Starting over here on the east side of town, so far we just have a painted bike lane. We're still on the road, but I know that we're gonna get to some multi-use trail in a little bit. This part of the trail is the Ship Creek Trail, follows the Ship Creek to my right. Very beautiful, lots of little bridge crossings. It's kind of like an industrial part of town, but it's not a very populated area, so it's pretty quiet out here. So right now I'm on the north side of the trail, the northernmost point. It's the Moose's Ear, I think. And we are at 61 degrees, 13 minutes, and 41 seconds north, meaning this is officially the furthest north I've ever been in my life. This is about 370 miles south of the Arctic Circle, and 99.95% of the world's population is further south than me right now. I'm further north than 0.05% of the entire planet. Cool. So now we are connecting to the coastal trail, which is going to take us through the east side of the city. This is the part I've been most looking forward to. It's supposed to be really, really pretty. I did ride on some of this yesterday, and it was gorgeous. Should offer some really good views. This is really the highlight so far, coming along the northeastern part of the coastal trail. You're right next to the water, beautiful views. And then to your left is just this dense, lush forest that the trail weaves in and out of. There's a ton of people out today riding and walking and all sorts of stuff. It's really, really pretty. We saw a moose. Let's go. and we didn't get trampled. I just need to see a bear at a distance like that. So we're continuing up the Campbell Creek Trail, almost done with the full circle. And I gotta say, the trail system in Anchorage gets 5 stars. They do such an incredible job. They're well maintained. They're actively working on it. It seems like I saw them putting in new bridges while I was out. And most importantly, they avoid a lot of traffic conflicts by using underpasses under the major roads. So you don't have to stop and wait for traffic, say like you do on the canal trails in a place like Phoenix. The city's done a really, really great job with this trail network. I think what a lot of places get wrong when building trail networks is missing the balance between, is it enjoyable and is it functional? You know, so a lot of trail networks might be very beautiful and well paved, but they don't actually take you anywhere. You can't commute on them. Or a trail network might be very functional and take you lots of places, but it's not the most enjoyable thing to ride on. This one really strikes the balance right in the middle. It's beautiful to ride on this trail. It's enjoyable and it's extremely functional. Like, it takes you across town. Like, the different creeks that you follow are actually these functional pathways or functional thoroughfares to get where you're trying to go in the city. Over there is the trail. You got a trailside restaurant right by the creek. We did it. Moose Loop has been completed with some detours as well to film some other things. About at 39 miles for the day. Not too bad. That was beautiful. So impressed with this infrastructure out here. Really, really cool. If you're gonna come out to Anchorage, you gotta ride the Moose Loop.
So I serve on the community council of Spinard, but we had a series of people get killed because they kept trying to make a road through a heavily populated, densely populated area of pedestrians, bicycles, businesses, commerce. They kept trying to make it faster and faster and faster. And no matter what we said, they didn't listen. So I looked around the country and said, you know, what is working? But the idea is we meet, we pedal, we create an online presence that people in Juneau can see and say, yeah, people bicycle here for, well, year-round actually, but we have a fantastic trail system, but the final mile problem is very real. We just need to finish the final mile so that people can get around safely without a car, because you don't need one most of the time. All these groups, the small groups, I mean, like, point the camera around. Look at all the small groups of people that are having a fantastic time and meet up at the end. We all say hi to everybody, and that's the end of it. And the fact that something that chill could have really positive ripples throughout politics and the way that we build our city infrastructure is pretty impressive.
I'm Natalie. This is my bike. It's a big shot. It says coldest Pacific bike.
And you clip in for Polo?
I do clip in. Got my SPDs. I really like it. I'm really good in gold. Besides, you know, I have small wheels, but I'm still good at gold.
Nice.
Makes me attractive.
All right, I'm Katie. This is a Rebel Rascal, I believe.
Beauty.
Full Squish is more of a cross country, can do downhill.
You ride in the winter?
I don't ride this in the winter. I have a fat bike because everyone up here has fat bikes.
Apparently it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is the Sea Star. This is a venerable mini bike. To make a mini bike for Polo, we take a handlebar from like a normal bike and you put it into a seat post, and then you put in a normal handlebar. It's a handlebar, and then you put in a normal stem and like handlebars to make it like adult sized, right? But then you keep the drive free to like everything else normal.
Hi, my name's Natalie, and this is my Salsa Fargo. Had her since 2020. I wanted something really durable, steel, that I could ride to work, ride on the trails with, and take bike touring. I think this bike has been, before me, all the way across Europe and a significant portion of South America.
Whoa.
With me, it's been on the Baja, the Cape Loop in Baja, down in the Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica, and then all over Anchorage, and did like 3 seasons of cyclocross races before I did get a slightly lighter bike.
My name is Keelan.
I'm Jake.
And what is this monstrosity?
This is our 27.5 Ventana El Conquistador de Montañas. It's a full suspension tandem mountain bike.
I feel like it's like riding a horse. You just don't really have a lot of control, and you just gotta stay in the middle of the bike and trust the person who's steering.
Right on.
My name's Henry. This is my bike.
What is it?
It's a Surly 1x1. It is currently a 2x1 because I put a front derailleur on it, and the Paul Melvin will take up to 22 teeth, I think, of shifting. So you can have 2 gears on it at once, which is pretty good.
Hi, I'm Caleb. This is my 1990-something Specialized Hard Rock. This frame belonged to my dad. This bike has been through a lot. It's been a daily driver. It's done some bike packing. I made this bag, yep.
Nice, wow.
I work at Rebel 8 Designs actually here in town, so I got good access to all the facilities.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Bike Life Unchained. Thanks again for watching another episode. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content. I also have stickers for sale. You can help support what I do or join my Patreon. Thanks. Coming to you from Anchorage, Alaska, I'm Andrew. I'll see you next time.